going on, guys? I'm here at AutoClubSpeedway for autocross with Speed Ventures. I wanted to bring the car out here just to shake it down a little bit before I go to Buttonwillow at the end of the month. The car breaks, I wanted to break here. I have some time to actually fix it. In the last video you saw, I did not actually weld that gear, and I wish I did because it actually did rotate. I drove it around the street, started getting misfires, the car started basically what it felt like from before when I was at the track and went into like its essential lit mode. Took the valve cover off, and sure enough, the cam gear, that gear in the back actually rotated in the exact same spot it did at the track. I rotated it back, threw some tack welds down. I'll insert a video right here on what I did. Absolutely do not follow what I did, because these cams, if you're gonna be doing something like this, you better take them out because you could possibly warp the cam at all. But in the essence of time and not wanting to actually drop the motor and take the cams out, I know you can take the cams out with the motor in the car, but I didn't want to do that. So I had my dad TIG weld it real quick, and I drove it around a couple times on the street and beat on it pretty good, and nothing happened. So I figured, hey, what the hell, let's go to autocross and bang on the rev limiter. Let's see if I can. I'll kind of almost want it to break here, so if it doesn't break here, I think I'm going to be okay for Buttonwillow. So yeah, stay tuned for some footage. I'm going to be putting GoPro on the front bumper. I'm gonna have it on my helmet cam, and you'll actually be able to see this time, so I have a little bit better angle. So in this video, I kind of wanted to do something a little bit different. I wanted to do kind of like a versus video. So I'm actually here with my buddy Joel. We've known each other for a long time. We've done cars for a long time, and I kind of want to do like a compare and contrast with my car versus his car. They're two completely different cars, but I think kind of in the realm of autocross, they should be very well matched. So I'm going to introduce you to my buddy Joel and his car.
What's up, guys? My 2017 Civic Si, 1.5 turbo, front-wheel drive, obviously. It's pretty much as stock as it can be engine-wise. I mean, we have a Honda tune on it. It's a carb legal tune. Just like Canon drop-in filter, nothing crazy. Just trying to keep it, reliable. All the work's mostly all done underneath the car for the suspension.
Yeah, it does look. It looks fairly stock, and we were out here not long ago. I was actually co-driving his car, and we actually had like what, a Cayman and a Tesla come up, or is a Cayman, right?
Yeah.
A Cayman come up and go, okay, so what's done to your car? We're like, well, you can see it's basically stock with just some tires. Obviously has a tune, but I mean, it's not the fastest thing in the world. Neither is my car, but this car has a lot of engineering with the suspension. Joel actually works at White Line. They make a lot of, obviously, sway bars, bushings. I have a couple White Line parts on my car. So tell me what's some of the stuff that's done to it, suspension-wise.
Yeah, so starting up front, I mean, we do have the White Line anti-lift kit. That gives a positive caster. Also, we have their prototype lower ball joints that gives some extra negative camber. That's it for pretty much up front. In the back, we do have 26mm rear sway bar. Stock from the factory, it was only an 18, so it's a pretty huge increase. We do have the White Line end links. We do have the White Line toe arms, so we can easily adjust the toe. Right now I have it set up to a little bit of toe out, both front and rear, just to help with the rotation. I like it so far. It's no crazy increase in tire wear, so I'm happy with it. Yeah, other than that, I mean, there's not much else that I'm gonna be doing to it. Maybe like an intercooler to help with these high temps. Don't want to deal with heat soak.
Yeah, I mean, as you can see, I'm sweating already profusely. It's what is it, probably 89, 90 already, with like probably 25-30% humidity, and it's only gonna get hotter today. So yesterday here, there's a lot of people autocrossing as well as big track, and there's people on the big track today. It was probably 108 yesterday. So it says the highest today is going to be about 98, 99. So, but I'm dying already. So, but yeah, that's one thing Joel's going to battle with today is heat soak for sure. But show him the little special tool that you got to combat some of that stuff. He brought this out last time when I went to autocross with him for the first time, and if you
race, you need a sprayer.
Yeah,
a sprayer intercooler.
So you're spraying that on the actual intercooler, okay?
Yeah, cool it down, and yeah, I mean, you can only get about like 3-4 runs max before you get heat soak on this car. So
right on. Yeah, this should be fun. Like I said, it's gonna be it's a compare and contrast, but a lot of people will say, well, these cars are in completely different realms. But Joel has told me this car basically almost dominates on autocross for
the G Street and the SCCA. It's really good. I mean, you don't have to do much to them, and that's my philosophy. I don't want to change it too much, throw these crazy spring rates at it. I mean, it's still my daily after all, so I have to keep it semi-comfortable, but it is a blast on the track.
Yeah. When I first drove this car, even when it was bone stock, I knew this car was pretty fun. And then when he started throwing the rear sway bar on it, the toe links, and all the alignment changes, this car handles really good. And it's funny because you look at it and it's stock height, but it has, you know, Falcon Zennies on it, and it handles really good. So it's a perfect autocross car. He's obviously wants to go to, you know, big tracks and stuff like that too. He actually has a Miata as well. So I'll probably do that in a couple other videos later down the road when he gets his Miata actually on the track. That'll be really fun. It's basically a bone stock 1.6, but it has suspension stuff on it. It's pretty well sorted. He's getting there. He's gonna do the alignment and all that stuff, and it's gonna be a fun track car. So we're gonna head over to the sign up booth and get our numbers so we can start, you know, autocrossing. So stay tuned. So it's pretty cool. They let you walk the course before actually doing it. So we've done this course, baby. I know I've done this course probably 5 times in my lifetime, and it seems exactly the same as last time and every other time. So pretty semi-familiar with it. Obviously, I like doing the road courses stuff, but autocross stuff is really cool too, but it's definitely a different skill. So I'm gonna walk this course with Joel, and I'll report back. All right, buddy, what time are you gonna get?
35s, go home.
35, go home? Oh, okay. The Mustang ran a 39 flat.
39?
Yeah.
It's only gonna go up from here.
I know.
Try to do it now.
So Joel's first run, he hit a 38.8. Pretty good. How'd the car feel?
Feels good. The course is a little bit different. So at first I went as hard as I could, and then I realized it's a lot tighter than some sections. So I had to kind of dial it back down. So now my second one, hopefully I'll be aware of it. And
the car felt neutral or understeer, oversteer?
Great, yeah. If you control the oversteer with the lift-off throttle, and it's perfect.
Right on.
Brakes are good so far. No heat soak. This is the only thing to watch out for.
All right, get back in line. We're back from our sessions. Our first session out, I did 2 runs. Joel did 2 runs. I started off with a 39, and then my second run I got a 37.9, so I dropped down about a second and a half, 2 seconds. Joel did a 38.8, and then a 38. A what?
38.3.
A 38.3. So he's almost in the 37s too. So there's definitely quite a bit cars here. So we're waiting in line for a long time. So it gets hot. At least he has AC. I don't. So I have to sit in the heat. But we're just checking tire pressures right now. Joel's car, apparently he says it's handling phenomenally. So no adjustments for him to be needed. I softened up the dampening in the rear on my car. I guess we're going back out again. At least my group is. I'm gonna check the tire pressures one more time just to check, bring them down a little bit. But dampening, softening the rear, dampening should help because I was sliding all over the place. So I did a 37, essentially sliding around. So I'm hoping I could hopefully get a 36. There's a couple of late model Camaros here that are putting down 36s. I would love to be running with them. So all right, I'm gonna suit up and I'm gonna check my tire pressures. I'm gonna go back out. Last session, our last run I did was a 36.6. where the ending was, so I kind of slowed down a little bit. Currently taking a break because it's really freaking hot outside, but the wind's starting to pick up, so it's a little nicer. My last run before getting off, I hit a 36.6, so I'm pretty stoked on that. I'm basically hanging with some of the really fast Camaros out here, and I think there's one Evo that hit a 36 or 37. I don't know if we saw his time, but he looked fast. So Joel's car is doing really good. I guess essentially right now at lunchtime we're getting I have a 36.6. Joel has a 37.3, so he's not that far off from me. So I think I don't know, it's gonna be hard to get faster times for the rest of the day since it's getting hot, but his car's running good, so he's just gonna keep sending it. So I'm sure he'll drop down to a really low 37, or even drop down to the 36s. So. Good luck, buddy. You can get 36s?
Try.
What happened, bro? You what? It's all messed up? VVT gasket. Can you turn it off now? That's insane. Oh. Yeah, well, I'm done for the day then. Cone. Ah, this guy's understeer. Ah! Oh wow, that was bad. Really bad understeer. Really, really bad. I tried to upset the car to make it rotate and it just didn't want to rotate, so wow. All right, heading back to the pits. So just got back from driving Joel's car twice. The car definitely handles a lot different than a Miata for sure. It's front wheel drive, but the turn-in's really really quick, really snappy, but I was trying to kind of upset the car to make it rotate, but you feel like you're going a little too slow, so you try to get back on the gas, and then it just wants to understeer immediately. So that's what happened on this last run right at the end, man. I took out probably like 2 or 3 cones. So, but Joel's gonna go out a couple more times. His car's doing fine. I think the tires are done. He kind of semi agrees, but he's spraying them down and maybe get some life back in them. But how long have you had these?
I'd say probably at least a year and a half. Maybe.
And they're Falcon Azenis, so 200 treadwear, right?
200, yeah.
And he has another set of wheels that he dailies, the stock wheels that came on. So these are his track wheels. So, but maybe just from not getting used, they got hard.
Could be, yeah.
So, but yeah, he's gonna do some more changes, and then he's gonna take the car out. Mine's essentially done for now. This gasket right here is broken for sure, and it's just spewing oil. I don't even know how much oil I lost, but when I brought it in, I think after the second session, when I popped the hood, I saw oil basically in the same kind of area, and I thought maybe the cap was not tight, but when I pulled in for my the last session I was out, I popped the hood and I had Joel look, and I said, hey, is it leaking oil still in it? And he said, yeah, it's spewing out oil. And I looked, and just bubbling. Yeah, I'm done. I'm just gonna let it cool off, and then I'm gonna put it back on the trailer. And then I'm just gonna watch Joel for the rest of the day. I think we're only here for probably another hour and a half, 2 hours. So a lot of people left already, but when I took Joel's car out, just going back to back, so it's pretty cool. There's not a lot of people here left. So, but other than the little oil fiasco, the car handled great, or did great for engine wise. I was hoping it was, if it's gonna break, I think it would break here, being just on the gas the entire time. Hopefully for the cam gear to rotate, because I don't want to fix it again, but if it does break, I have time to fix it again instead of buttonwillow. But I'm glad this oil thing popped up, because if I was at the track, that would be really bad at buttonwillow. So car's on the trailer. Was able to hit the fastest of the day. For me, was a 36, like 6. I know that wasn't the fastest of the day, but fastest for me. Joel was able to hit a 37.3, I believe. So completely different cars. Completely different on how the handling is, power delivery. Mine's almost instantaneously. His is turbo, so it takes a little bit. But I'm really curious to check out the overlay on the video. I want to do a side by side and see where I'm either faster, or he might even be faster too. So mine might be slower. So I got a couple things to fix on the car. Bleed that clutch. I'm gonna bleed the brakes again. Check over the bolts. I think there's a couple things loose on the splitter. That's obviously my fault, not the splitter. So I believe the car will be ready for buttonwillow. Hopefully that'll be a good video for you guys. I hope you guys like this video with some of the action of racing and compare and contrast with a different car. So yeah, if you like the video, leave a like, leave a comment. If you're new, subscribe, and I'll check you guys in the next one. Peace.